Hey, hey, hey. Hi there, Impact Igniters. It's day three of the Impact Igniter Challenge. I'm so excited for today's training where we'll be covering designing your group coaching program content, making sure that it's engaging. I hope by now you are super clear about who you're looking to serve, your niche, your goals, your vision for your group program, and also you have your signature framework name. You have a somewhat understanding of what that blueprint will look like, the steps that you'll be taking your clients through, something that is repeatable, and what you expect to test along the way in your pilot program, right? And also we also covered your curriculum outline, what persons will be consuming, what are the resources, the tools, the lessons, everything, just an outline of that, of what they can expect to learn as they go through your signature process, your signature method. Now, today, we'll dive more into the content. How do you design your program so that your clients get results in the program? Because that's the number one thing you want to care about is your program design and must be in such a way that people, your persons who invested in your program, they get results, because when they get results they are happy, their lives are much better, and they're able to be someone who will be echoing your how great your program is. They'll be bringing more clients for you through referrals and all of that. So it's super important that you structure your program in such a way that it meets the needs of your clients, right? A crucial point that is important when it comes to your program design is getting organized. So I'm super obsessed and about being organized. I love structure. I work well with structure and being organized and knowing like what is my step, what I need to do now, what's my next step. Like I just like that, and like there are a lot of persons who appreciate that also. And it takes a lot of preparation. That's why it's my mission to create this challenge. It was my vision to help coaches just like yourself, where you're a coach, a consultant, or a mentor, to help you get organized and be prepared to serve your first set of group coaching clients. Because when you feel prepared and organized, you act differently, you show up differently, right? And your energy is so different, and you don't have to worry too much about um, logistics of things because you're putting things in place, right? A lot of persons procrastinate on creating the group coaching program because they're not organized. They don't feel prepared. They don't feel like they get their things together, and they're probably just putting things on the back burner. But I don't want that for you, and it's my intention that by the end of this challenge that you are farther ahead than you were before when it comes to getting prepared and organized for your group coaching program launch. All right. So just to continue from yesterday, where we were talking about organizing the steps that you'll be taking your clients through, right? And we covered a bit of that, like how you can organize it, putting it in modules and saying what you'll be covering and what is the transformation they can expect by going through the different steps. So, you as an experienced coach, you've worked with one-on-one clients before, you should be able to understand, and like for yourself too, what were the steps you took to get from point A to point B? What if you're a health coach? What did you do to lose weight, or what did you do to uh, regain your vitality, your energy, your happiness, or whatever you help your clients with, or what you've achieved in your life personally. You should have an understanding of what are the steps that you took to achieve that, right? And basically, it's just you simply writing it down. If it's just one sentence, don't, as I mentioned, don't complicate things. Simplify it. Just making take out a page or download this workbook and print it out. make your notes, right? Just write. Because as you write, stuff starts to come out and you're able to get your thoughts and everything from your head onto paper. You get to see everything out there and know much more clear like your path forward. But if you don't take action on writing and getting stuff done, you'll procrastinate and you'll never get nothing done, right? So please go and organize each step that you have, right? And so now it's all about summarizing everything, right? You could break down each module into like introduction, stating what can they expect through this section, why is it important to complete this, what done looks like, and like do's and don'ts and those kind of things you could state that you introduce the module, right? And then you break it down into like what is it. So there's like a general step, like for example, let's say for example, like losing weight. What would be the first step, like probably to losing weight? Um, I'm just gonna put something random. I'm not a expert in like weight loss and everything, but I think it will be definitely setting the environment in such a way that is supportive of your journey. That might look like, so let's say that is the focus of the module, prepping your environment for your new journey. So that might look like what are the things you need to change in your fridge, in your cupboards? Um, what are the places that you have to stop going to? Or people you hang around with that encourage you to like eat a certain way or to do certain activities that prevent you from really keeping on track on that new journey you want to do. So do you get to determine like each step within that category of things that you need to do, like preparing your environment? There are different things that you need to do in place, and that will be the lessons that you'll incorporate. Lesson one. So ideally, you want to have these lessons or these pieces of content within, let's say, 15 to 20 minutes. Don't make it super long. Um, and also, you want to cater for different learning styles. You want to use audio if you want to do like a presentation, Zoom presentation, like where there's slides and there's audio. You can use pictures, diagrams to make things really simple because some persons are visual learners. You want to use different elements. You can use, have workbook. We'll talk more about that later on. Activities that it can do to drive home whatever you're trying to teach them, right? And the outro is just basically summarizing everything that was discussed. Um, just reminding them of like key takeaways and what done should look like when they accomplish everything, right? All right. So that's pretty much what you do for each module, right? Remember, it's just a progression and you're walking your clients through everything that is required for them to get the results, right? So you feel free to print this out and just write it all out, right? All right, so this is for you as a coach or the mentor. You state the name like on, like if you want to make it more bigger. Um, I know this what I shared earlier might just be a bit small, but you want to write more things. You can feel free to use this here. Print multiple pages of this, and you say the name, the plan, what are the things you want to discuss, what are the tasks that is required for the students or your participants for your program. So your program is not just about you teaching. There are certain things that your clients will have to implement to get the results that they're looking for. You make note of that. So it's just not about consumption of information. Your program should not just be a fountain of information that's just pouring and splashing on the on your clients, right? They must be able to receive that water and be able to, let's say, just observe it. Don't pour too much, just like sprinkle a bit. Let them observe that and figure out what they want to do without water on them. Let them take some actions, and then you move to the next session, right? When it comes to delivery of your lesson plan, of course, you can use videos, you can do emails, PDF, or do a live training, right? And oftentimes people do a live training and then they edit it and put in a course section so that person could always go back. And it's just a way of automating your program so that you don't have to keep repeating yourself over and over. Your clients will get to go at a pace that's good for them if they don't get the chance to show up. Because I'm very quite familiar with group programs. Persons have different time zones and different things that are going on in their life. However, they still want the information, they still want the tools, everything they need to take the action. Right? Some persons like for me, I am good with just looking at videos of what needs to be learned and take action. Some persons are good with that. Some persons need you to work with them, be live with them, ask questions on live, and that's okay, right? So you want to offer that option. Some persons don't really need a live session, and that's okay. But just cater for different persons have different needs, right? And the workbooks, right? Okay. So workbooks and tools that you create. As I mentioned with implementation, think about what are the things that you need your clients super get super clear on when it comes to your lesson you want to teach. What are some questions you need them to answer? What are some um, it's just like for some of you, I already provide a lot of examples and templates and all this stuff for those who sign up for VIP. Or create a bunch of workbook templates, an example of workbooks, and it's just ones that you can tweak, like they're just templates and you can fill in the blank. I already provided a lot of that inside of the group coaching starter kit and everything in the VIP package. So if you're not yet to sign up for the VIP, it will be good for you to have all these resources. So I'm just telling you what to do. What the resources that I provide in the VIP package gives you everything you need to actually implement that. Right? So I'm just telling you so, but you get to see it and actually use it in your program. So you don't have to think a whole lot like how do I start from scratch, creating a workbook or so on. Like, and you can also look at what I did. This is a workbook that I created. You could just model it um, and see how I did this, right? Of course, you probably went to other programs and so on. You see how they were able to create a workbook. If you use ChatGTP, it helps you to create a workbook too, so you could state the name of the lesson you want to be teaching. Of course, you as the expert be able to tweak it and know what is required. So ChatGTP is just like a tool that's help you to like just get things faster and like streamline it. But you need to like fill in the blanks and make sure that everything is good, right? Don't be too dependent on it. Right, so good. So another aspect of your group program is that remember you don't always have to be the one or the only one contributing to the program content. You can have other experts going back to the program with health. You can have a nutritionist coming into your program and doing some like a workshop or a master class or live training inside your program that is able to provide value to your clients, right? And they'll be super appreciative of it, right? They can also bring their own tools, their workbooks, and everything. Um, you have to figure out what is your arrangement. If it's going to be like a joint venture, if you're going to be paying them, you get to decide what makes sense for both of you. But you can definitely incorporate other persons into your program, like whether it's a fitness coach, a nutritionist, even a doctor. If you want to have a doctor come in and just share a few things with on a session, all of that contributes to the value of your program. And especially if you want to offer a premium program, it really, really helps you to like take your program to the next level. And remember that your clients or those who join your program after will always have access to that content. So it's a good leverage point, right? Leveraging connections and other person's expertise. You don't have to be a know-it-all. I am not a know-it-all, and I've like um had instances where I done training with other experts in within the same field that are able to contribute to the success of my clients, right? So you wanted to make sure you make note of who the expert you want to connect with, what might be the cost for them to come to your community and serve, and what are some topics do you want them to cover, any tools or things that you will need from them to make sure that they're able to drive home what they're teaching in the most effective way possible. Also, you want to consider what are some bonuses that you can offer to your clients especially this comes in more into in your offer creation. As I mentioned before, everything that we're discussing right now is a stacking. So all of this that we're doing helps you with your offer creation, right? But you want to make sure you have an outline of like what your bonus content will be, and you want to think about what are there are different ways to go about creating bonus content. So when it comes to creating results for your clients, of course you have the tools or the information per se, right? The steps. But you have to think about what are the um, external factors or internal factors that might prevent your clients from implementing what needs to be done, right? So if it's like mindset issues, you might want to create like an affirmation audio or meditative audio that's to help them whatever you're trying to do. I'm just giving an example. If it's a stress management group coaching program, you want to create like a meditation or provide a video on breathing techniques or different things you want to do as a bonus, right? So there's some, or if you're creating a group coaching program about money, and you know that, let's say, I'm just giving an example, like if you know your clients have inner traumas like with money in growing up in a household, you can create something special around that as a bonus. Or if it's like more tactical, like implementation issues or objections your clients may have, you can create like templates or things that they don't have. It saves them time so that they don't have to do it. You provide these stuff, like for example, if you're a health program, you can create a recipe book so that they don't have to come up with the nutrition, like the food for themselves, like thinking like what are the things that are required to create this meal. You get to provide that for them. It makes it so much easier. So that's like a bonus. So first of all, think about the things internally that they're struggling with or externally that might prevent them from implementing what you're teaching, and you could create content around that and share that as a bonus, right? It's not necessarily a part of your process. It's not like really needed per se. Okay, so bonus content could be something that is not a core need of your clients to get them from point A to point B, but you know, understanding your reality of your client in living life, there's certain things that could have, not everybody will encounter a particular issue, but you want to provide that just in case if this needed. That's like a bonus, right? It's not a super core need, but it could be something that could add value or just make the experience of the program that you're going through much more better, right? Much more transformative. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, please let me know. All right, great. All right, good. So I think that's about it because listen, everything that we're going through is not really complete, especially if you've have been working with clients already. You know your stuff, you know your content, and you pretty much have already done the work. You have certain resources. You just repurpose it. Repurpose what you already have. You already have so many resources. You repurpose it. Like you know what worked for your one-on-one clients. You can use that in your group coaching program. You don't have to recreate the wheel, right? You get to make this really simple. So tomorrow we will be covering mastering your offer creation, your pricing. If you want to get the head start, go through the workbook and answer the questions, answer what is there, and like I will explain later on. But just to get an idea, once you're finished here, if I'll be reaching out to everyone in the group to check in on you guys to see how you're doing. If you're able to catch up, of course, we have the weekend. If you need to catch up on what needs to be done, there's a weekend, and Monday we wrap everything up with um, your enrollment process and your launch. Just an outline of what that will look like for you and what are things you need to have in place so that your clients have a seamless experience when they join your program and they have everything that is needed to feel really supported and seen as you walk them through your program, your signature process. Right? So, thank you guys so much for showing up and looking at this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop it in the comments or reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Right? And remember, if you want to have access to some more resources and tools to implement what is shared, you don't want to start from scratch. Like, for example, with your workbooks and the different resources you need for your program, invest in the VIP support and I will help you with the implementation. You have access to the Serving and Scaling Society, which is a membership program that I support clients from the design of their program, the delivery, and the debrief of their program as their scale their group coaching program and their business. So you have access to 1 month free for that and all the different tools and resources, courses, a whole bunch of stuff so that you can be supported on your group coaching journey. So thank you guys so much. Everything that you need or need access to is in the challenge dashboard. Yeah, so if you have any questions, please reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to help you guys. All right. So thank you very much. And I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll be talking about creating your group program offer and getting clear on the price of your program. So see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.